Hello everyone. So in part 5 of the series we'll be diving a little deeper into validations. So we'll see as to how things go from here. And most of the time we have been playing. Before we do that, most of the time we've been here in the Explorer, and we have also seen the history in one of the last videos. But let's also explore the docs section here. So basically the docs section is also another step towards auto documentation. So you can see all the types that have been used here in the schema, and or all the different types that have been specified, and you can click through and you can see uh, you can keep going through, and you can till the end where you see how what a string actually means, what an email actually means. So this gives you a lot of detail as well. About if you click query, that will give you all the list of queries. If you click on mutations, that will give you all the mutations. So this also actually gives you a lot of idea about the schema. Without even going to the schema file, you can also see everything here in the docs. Also, you can do Control K and Command K on Mac, and Control K on Windows, and you can actually search through the schema as well. So you'll see once you write create, you'll see all the three mutations that are using the create word, and it will also show you created at and updated at created at in two places for event and speaker where the word create is used. So this is basically an all-encompassing search. You can literally write anything and that will give you everything that's related. So that's basically also another way of browsing through the schema that you have defined. Now coming back to the validation rules, we'll go back to the schema file and we'll explore a few more ways in which we can specify the validation rules. And we'll go to create event because we haven't specified anything there. We have specified it for create speaker and we covered different stuff, but we'll go to create event and we'll try a few different options. So first of all, you can say, alright, we can use the suggested rule and we can start with this. So it is required the name needs to be unique in events on the events table in the name column, and it needs to be a minimum of 3 characters and a maximum of 255. And now for the city name, we can try something different, and we can say okay city, and we can do apply, and we can actually specify one thing, and we can further drill down on that. So for example, max 255, and we might want to specify what it's going to use as a message. So we might want to specify a custom message, and so we can say max 255, and then we can add a message here, and the message is going to be an array, and it's going to have another object in it, and we are going to use it guessed it right. So the rule is max, and we're going to omit the comma here, that's not needed. A rule is max, and the city name should not be more than 255 characters. So if we just make it 20 for the sake of argument, and if we try the create event now, going to create event mutation now, mutation and plus, and we'll do create event. And now let's return something so that it stops giving this error. And okay, so in the city name, we actually want it to be a maximum of 20 characters. So in the city name, if we type something that is more than 20 characters, and the rest of the stuff we do 01, sorry, year first, 2024 0301, and then we do name, okay, and if we do venue, let's do Marriott for now. Okay, so if we try this, this is going to give us an error. No direction, no directive found for city. Sorry about this. We were supposed to add rules and not city. So let's go back and let's try this again. So validation failed for create event, and now it's telling us that the city field must not be greater than 20 characters. So that is basically should not be more than 20 characters. Now we are specifying a message here, but it's not picking the message. Let's see what's happening. Basically, okay, we need to actually make it messages. I hope I'm spelling this correctly. Yeah. So there goes, city name should not be more than 20 characters, and that's basically what we are specifying here. If we change this message is also, this validation message is also going to change. So let's fix this, and we want the we can let's keep the city open. So let's just do New York, and well, let's make it Quetta just so that everything matches up. And then we have, okay, now let's go to venue and let's try something else. Before that, let's go to date and let's try specifying. Now we can also specify rule classes for some rules that probably don't exist on Laravel by default. So for example, in this case we can do rules apply required date, and we want to make sure that it's a date, but we might as well come across instances where we might need something, a custom rule. So let's say app and rules, and let's probably make it a future date rule. All right, so let's take this out, and let's create this class. So PHP artisan make rule, and let's call it a future date. Okay, so this is going to create in the rules, um, folder, this is going to create a future date rule, and we okay, it, I think we'll use something different. So if value, yeah, this looks more like it. So if value is, so if the value is before the time now, then we need to say the attribute must be a future date. All right, so for this attribute, this will actually use this value, so it will say, so the error message will say the date must be a future date. So if we try a date in the past like we are trying here now, it will also give us this error message, and it will say the date must be a future date. Because we fixed the other issues, this is the error that it's giving us. Okay, so moving on to venue, what we'll do is we'll also specify the rules we'll try to specify the rules in a slightly different way. So speaking of rules, if we go to Laravel validations in the Laravel documentation, any rules that you see here, available validation rules, if you go here, you can actually literally use all of them, almost all of them, with this. Let's try something else, maybe greater than. You can do that, and in we have already used for cities. In array you can use that as well, and then we have also used max. We have used, okay, if you want to use lowercase, you can do that as well. So let's come here and maybe say we want the venue to be, we want it to be required, and we want it to be lowercase. You can do that as well. Okay, let's try another rule. So okay, so minimum digits, you can use it for minimum digits not in. You can also use not in. So for example, If you want that it's not part of a particular set of cities, you can actually of venues, you can do that as well. So not in, and you can say okay, we can't specify. For example, you might want to say I don't want PC to be part of this, and or you can we can also say Marriott, and let's try Marriott because we already have that. So that's also going to give us an error. So the date must be a future date, the venue must be lowercase, and the selected venue is invalid. So the venue needs to be lowercase, and so if we do PC, that should work. So that should at least not give us um, the error message for this. So I just want to emphasize that you can literally use any of these rules, and for example, like missing, you can use present. You can use present if. You can use nullable. That's also possible. So if you want, for example, anything that's nullable here, let's see what's nullable. If you come down to speakers, you'll see that this is nullable. So you can actually use the rule apply, and you can use the rule nullable. All right, so you can literally use any rule that is here. You can also use sometimes. So if you want to use sometimes in place of nullable, that is also possible. All right, so you can literally use all the rules that are specified here. It needs to be unique. We've already covered unique. So literally any validation rules that you want to use, that you're used to with REST, all of those rules can be used here. And if you want to go a step further, and if you want to specify a particular class and specify a custom rule, you can actually do that as well. So thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one with more cool stuff.